Hours-long fight against a 6-alarm fire at a Fort Worth apartment complex.
Yes, 7 people needed medical treatment at the scene. NBC5's Keenan Willard is outside of that building now. Keenan, we can see it's still very active.
Brittany, very active indeed. These streets have been closed off for hours since this fire first broke out around 1:45. And what we're seeing now is really just a babysitting action because the fires have continued to spring up in the roof level, inside individual apartment units here at the Cooper behind us. And it's just been so difficult watching the reaction of the hundreds of displaced people who lived inside this building on the street tonight, wondering what happens next. The struggle against a 6-alarm fire lasting into the night after starting before 2 p.m. Fort Worth fire officials telling us that's when a maintenance worker called in a fire on the roof of the Cooper apartments.
And they did find fire on the roof around an air handling unit or an air conditioning unit. As you can see from here, the fire underneath is burnt through.
The flames quickly spread through the building's roof, collapsing one corner and sending thick smoke pouring from apartment windows. Firefighters say the complex was evacuated.
God, everything's completely covered in smoke at this point. The entire area is covered in smoke.
It wasn't just people that needed to be removed. Residents began reporting to firefighters that their pets were still trapped inside, leading to rescues and reunions like this one between Annette Hudson and her dog Stella.
Yeah, I got my dog back, and that's all that matters. I was trying not to get emotional, but yeah, it was hard not to.
The firefight dragged on for hours. Officials showing us thermal drone cameras that showed the flames had spread inside the complex's walls and roof lining. More than 150 firefighters rotated in teams, battling the fire and heat.
There's been 7 people treated, 3 firefighters for heat. There's been 1 person transported. There were minor injuries and they're in good condition.
As emergency crews worked around the clock to fight back the threat, hundreds of concerned residents could only watch and wonder where they would sleep tonight.
But I definitely feel for whoever is affected by this, it's definitely traumatic, and I hope they're all right.
Guys, this scene here on West Rosedale finally quieting down tonight. We had to wear these respirators to get even within a block of this burning building because of so much smoke produced. It was almost like a wildfire setting here in the heart of Fort Worth. Now, at this point, the Red Cross tells us that they are working to set up an emergency shelter for the hundreds of people displaced in this situation in partnership with the city of Fort Worth. That hasn't been officially approved, and we just spoke with a city council member who said they're probably going to get briefed on this tomorrow. So we're going to see what kind of resources are out there. We have seen, though, that the organization has stepped up with some short-term supplies, some food and water to be able to at least give them some relief while they're sitting out here and wondering really what comes next for them.